Poverty does not only empty the pocket, it is a slow blindness of the soul. It strips hunger of shame, and it teaches even the proudest person to tread dignity for what will keep the pot boiling the next day. And in that kind of desperation, the body may dance, but the soul is actually grieving. Poverty will attack your dignity, your self-worth, and the very moral compass that guides human behavior. What we are seeing now in Kano is deeply undignified. It is gender insensitive and politically exploitative. What happened in Kano is not just a political theater, as we see most times in political campaigns. It was something messier and honestly, something painful to watch. Because in Kano and across much of the northern parts of Nigeria, culture, religion, tradition are not just casual. These are things that shape their identity. These are things that modify their behavior. And of course, it shapes the dignity. In the Hausa Fulani society, especially in places like Kano, Islam, culture, tradition is the reason why they have modesty, they have restraint. Women feel ashamed because of the Sharia, honor, and all that is being practiced. A woman is raised to protect her dignity, and a man is raised to protect the dignity of his own. And that is why what we saw coming from the north is quite disturbing. Women displaying red underwears with political face on it. It's something very unusual. It is a complete break from everything that society claims to stand for. And that is what makes it tragic. Because this is not just about women losing their values. It's about how poverty has become stronger than pride. It's about how desperation has pushed people past the boundaries of culture, religion, and the dignity they once protected. If this can happen in a place like Kano, where women would normally not come out without covering properly, then you know that something has terribly gone wrong for the same society to now produce this kind of spectacle in the public. And the truth is simple. Poverty and illiteracy will destroy what culture alone cannot protect. No matter how strong tradition or religion is, hunger can weaken and bend it. And that is the real tragedy here. Not just that people were made to do something quite degrading, but that the conditions now exist where people do not even have the luxury of saying no. That is the survival we are talking about. And the fact is that any leader who watches this happen or encourages it or benefits from this has failed the people twice. The first, keeping them poor. And the second is reducing their dignity into a campaign prop. Because in the end, what happened in Kano is not just about political theater. It was a public collapse of dignity in one of the places that has long defined itself by modesty, restraint, and moral order. And that is the cruelty of poverty. It does not only empty your hand, it empties the conscience of a society that watches their daughters turn themselves into spectacle and calls it normal. The real tragedy is not just the dance, it is the hunger behind it. And a progressive society is one that no human will have to degrade themselves to prove they deserve to feed. It is the truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.